Rock stars, Lou Lombardi back at you. This is your daily, weekly kick in the frickin' pants, right? The sort of your wake-up call to the world to get you to awaken the rock star that is within you. And yes, you are a rock star. You just may not know it yet. Absolutely you are. You are the rock star in your own life. And today we're really going to get into that. I'm really excited because we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics today. In fact, this is such a big topic for me, and it's going to be a big topic for you once you get into it, that it's going to take several videos to go through. So let me give you the overview. Let's talk about the big picture. First of all, you guys do not know how powerful you are, how many resources you have, how many tools you actually got in the toolbox. There is so much that you can do that you don't even realize because you're taking it for granted. You're going about your life. You're not even thinking about it. You're not stepping back to look at exactly what it is. You're not assessing everything that you got that you could actually bring into play in your business, your personal relationships, your career, your finances, whatever, okay? So let's get into that right now. The topic is going to be I got a little tongue-tied. I got a frog, too. The topic today is gifts, okay, skills, and talents. Three sort of different things, but sort of all related. Let's talk right away. Let's get some definitions down so that we all are all on the same page when we're talking about. Okay, gifts, skills, and talents, all a little wee bit different. Gifts are what you naturally have. You are born with these things, and or they are developed in your early years, in your childhood. They are things like ability to be very analytical, or ability to be like uber organized, or an inclination towards things that are very artistic. Some people say they have a mechanical mind. Okay, this is usually the kid that takes all the stuff apart in your house and you're going, quit taking my crap apart. Okay, so stuff like that. We'll get into this in more detail as we go along, but I want you guys to get the idea of what I'm talking about. Generally, these are things that are in the brain, in the psyche, in the emotions. They aren't necessarily things that are out there in the real world that you actually do. They're more internal, okay? We are all born with them. They are all of great asset. Even certain things that you might think are not, actually are. This is really amazing. Here's the great thing about gifts. Here's why I love gifts. Because the gifts. You don't have to do anything. You were just born. You were born with an innate ability to do certain things, to understand certain things, and to see the world in a certain way. That is absolutely amazing. That is so powerful, okay? The reason you don't think it's powerful is because you're not doing anything with it. We're going to get into how to do stuff with this in upcoming videos. But you need to be really excited about it. And one of the things I'd like you to start doing is to start thinking about your gifts and start thinking about who and what you are and how you are, and take some notes about it, label it gifts, and write them all down. Anytime you think of something that might be a gift, there's no right or wrong answer. Just write it down. Because if those are gifts, the internal sort of things that we are sort of born with or that develop early in our lives to help to make us who we are. Amazing stuff. Totally amazing. You don't have to do anything. You just get them. You just have them. Now, on the other side of the fence is skills. Skills, you bust your butt to learn, right? You know what I mean? And we all have skills. I don't care if you're the 18-year-old kid who's looking to graduate in high school and everybody's telling you, well, you need to go get a skill. You don't have any skills. BS. You absolutely have skills. There are things that you didn't want to do necessarily that people said you got to do, and guess what you did? You learned them. You learned algebra. You learned Spanish. You learned, if you had to do chores, you learned to cut the grass. You learned to clean the house. You developed some skills. This is absolutely amazing. Let me tell you why skills are so amazing. Because no matter what skill set you think you have or you don't have, this demonstrates the ability to take something that is totally outside your realm of interest, background, or anything, and learn it. I mean, you can actually master things that you actually have no interest in, and they can become of great benefit to you. A little sort of side note on skills is sometimes when you become skillful with something, you actually do become interested in it because you're good at it, and it gives you a good feeling, okay? So it can actually become very sort of near and dear to your heart, even though you may not have been interested in the first place. You know, an example of this is you know, people that are born in abject poverty but become like wildly financially successful. Like Oprah Winfrey is a very good example. Tony Robbins is a really good example of that. People that born into families or situations where they have no musical background, but yet they become great musicians. Okay. Or, you know, I'm just kind of using a few general examples. We're going to get into skills in much greater detail. But the thing you need to be excited about skills for is because you can work on something. You could say, oh my God, I don't understand this marketing crap. It's like, you know, but you can develop the skill and get really good at it, even though you don't understand it, or maybe you don't feel like you have an inclination towards it, which you're probably wrong about, okay? We actually have more of an inclination towards this than we think. Okay, so those are skills. Now, talents. Talents are really awesome too. Okay, let's review it for a second. Gifts, right? Gifts, you love gifts because they're just gifts that you have them. Skills demonstrate that you can do stuff even though you're not interested in it, have no predisposition towards it, but you can still get really good at something. Okay, that's the amazing thing about skills. It shows your resilience. And talents, finally. Let's talk about talents for a minute. Talents are sort of a bridge in between gifts and skills. Talents are when we take something that we have a natural inclination towards and we develop it into a really powerful skill. I'll just give my example from my own personal life. I was sort of musically inclined, coming right out of the womb, loved music, embraced music, was very curious about music, and I fashioned that into becoming a really, really good guitar player. I took a gift and I turned it into a skill. Okay, that is talent. That's the sort of bridging the gap in between the gifts and the skills. So that's a whole other thing that you have that you don't even realize you have, that you don't even think about it. That makes you so freaking amazing. You can take a gift and you can kind of twist it around and turn it into a skill and really do something with it. So you're starting to see, guys, you're starting to see how powerful you are. You're starting to see what you could really accomplish. The potential here is absolutely infinite. There's really nothing you could not do if you wanted to do it by bringing together gifts, skills, and talents. Okay, I need to get going. Think about these things, make some notes, start thinking about your gifts, skills, and talents. Maybe get a paper, label it gifts, another one skills, another one talent, 3 columns, and start writing them down. Get excited about it because what you're about to learn is going to totally transform things for you. You're going to see things in a whole new light, and it's going to be like all of a sudden you're going to realize that you got things at your disposal that you didn't even really have. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Like I said that a minute ago, but I really am. Real quickly, guys, please look at the links below. There's some awesome products that will help you develop your gifts, skills, and talents, and I think that you'll really enjoy and help you further yourself in your career, in your business, and in your passions. My name is Lou Lombardi. Once again, let's awaken that rock star. Let's get it going. Lou Lombardi, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.